Hello friends, I am Kanchan from Akulmach Technologies and you are welcome to our show Nations. And today we have Sitesh Srivastava who has a deep interest in corporate training and is closely associated with radio broadcasting. So welcome to the show Sitesh. How are you doing today?
Thank you, Kanchan. Every day talking to you seems like a meter ticking on the life, like a taxi meter. So in this COVID and the end of 2020 is just 2 days away. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. And see, Sitesh, all these all these last year and all these days are quite crazy days because we are waiting for the vaccine. And see, all our life pattern is kind of upside down. We are not going out, we are not meeting people, we are not meeting our friends, relatives, and waiting for the vaccine. And you know, Sitesh, that there's a dry drill which was conducted on December 28 and 29 in Assam, Andhra Pradesh, Punjab, and Gujarat. The exercise was aimed at the testing of vaccination process, including planning and preparation, creation of facilities, users on co-win application, session sites creation, mapping of the sites, healthcare workers, data upload, receipt of vaccine and vaccine allocation by the district, session planning, deployment of vaccination team, logistic and mobilization at session site. So all these is being done because we are hopeful to get vaccination in very near future, maybe in the month of January or Feb.
So, Kanchan, the biggest vaccination campaign has already begun, as we have seen. More than 4.6 million doses in 16 countries have been administered already, according to the data that we have from Bloomberg. And vaccination starts in the US from December 14 itself with healthcare workers. And so far, 2.13 million doses have been given out in the United States, which is the most affected country with this COVID. The challenge with the vaccine is multifold. Have the scientists done enough trial? That is what the people are asking. The most prominent one, the Pfizer BioNTech vaccine, which is being given out apart from the Moderna vaccine. You know, the Pfizer BioNTech vaccine was not taken by the executives of the same company. There have been some cases where the nurses, the healthcare workers who took, they passed out and then they regained conscious a couple of hours later. That took the whole hospital by fear. And you know, these vaccines, the way the 64 or 70 odd vaccine trials are happening, they are into phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3. Apart from US, there are other countries also. But the question remains, which I'm asking to my friends and associates: who will be in the priority number 1 to receive it? And who will be priority number 2 to receive it? Will it reach the normal public? Will it be like me, a normal healthy person walking to a clinic and asking for it and getting it? What is the difference between dose 1 and dose 2, and how many weeks? All these questions are something we have already started seeing along lines in front of the clinics. And those are again dangerous signs. With a new strain coming in, that also is a question whether the vaccine that is coming, is it effective for the new strain as well? So there is a lot of fact and lot of confusion. And therefore, it is important for us to find out and follow the news carefully from the right kind of sources.
Yes.
Even when you talk about what we are going to receive in India.
Yes. So actually, Sitesh, nowadays what I feel is based on the reports, the situation is quite critical because there are more than 135 vaccine candidates in different stages of clinical trial, while 44 of them have reached to a critical phase of human trial. Currently, there are at least 91 potential vaccines in pre-clinical trial which are still being tested on animals. Now, when I'm talking about this, again, you see, we are very hopeful about Oxford University vaccination, because this vaccine is produced by Oxford University, backed by pharmaceutical giant AstraZeneca, is one of the front runner in the race of producing a safe and effective vaccine for COVID-19. The potential vaccine has been developed using a weakening version of common cold virus and has been combined with a genetic material of spike protein of SARS virus. So you see, we are hopeful for this, and we are also batting for this Oxford University vaccine, because I have heard that Pfizer vaccine require minus 70 degree for the storage. Otherwise, it get corrupted. It is not useful to be given as vaccine. So, as I told you, things are quite critical and quite worrisome.
Yes, Kanchan, and I'm also quite upbeat about the Oxford jabs, which is supported by our own Indian Serum Institute of India, SII. They are manufacturing, I hear they are manufacturing 50 to 60 million doses of Covishield. But, Kanchan, I would say these 50 to 60 million doses, most of the volume will be geared up to be given in India. If it has to be exported out of India, they has to go for some more approvals and checks, which will take another month or so. And Mr. Poonawalla has talked about increasing the capacity to 100 million doses by March after commissioning the third of the plant. And European Union is due to receive its first 12.5 million doses of Pfizer by New Year's Day, just 3 days down the line. And therefore, it is important for us to actually watch carefully the results that are coming out and from the right resources. And there would be a lot of fake news as well. We have to clear what we are seeing and receiving, because we are truly in a fear mongering business also. And that's something we need to separate from the real news. And therefore, these many people are saying that, okay, I'm not going to be part of trial, but I would like to wait and watch. There have been, during the trial, people have put up some court cases because they developed some kind of allergies and rashes. So who is going to get the first one? Dr. Fauci, the chief epidemiologist in the US, he took the Pfizer vaccine on television. So people like those and the big ones, the leaders, they should come on television and show that they are taking it. It brings some kind of a confidence, because the speed at which the research is being finalized is something that also creates a suspicion, rather than a complete going away of this vaccine, given the new strain is also in our picture. So the new year is not going to be a really great celebration, Kanchan, I would say.
Yeah, I feel that celebration, maybe we should feel happy that at least we have a vaccine. But then the after effect of vaccine is still a critical analysis, because what I heard that the volunteer who took this vaccine, which was developed by Pfizer, and she experienced a headache, fever, aches all over her body after taking one dose, and then there was severe hangover. So all these are it's said to be a mild side effect, and nobody has come out. The company who are developing these vaccination have come out with short analysis that it is 100% cure, it will 100% cure COVID, because they always say 70% and 30% they say that it's a side effect. So what as you told that Oxford University will be selling its vaccination under the name of Covishield in India, and that will be produced by Serum Institute of India. So that is again gives a little hope, because this company, the Serum Institute of India, is the world's largest manufacturer of vaccine by volume. So SLL is currently like overviewing the critical phase second. So I think we sit and see what's happening, and is this will be viable for people, and it'll, I think we'll may have good days ahead in 2021. We are hopeful.
So
We hopeful actually.
I hope so. I hope so. But and that's the reason I told you that I would rather reserve the word Happy New Year and just say, May the New Year be good for all of us and to you or in your family, rather than being upbeat. While also it is important to note, Kanchan, that while the vaccines are being rolled out, let's not let our guard down for even a minute. Whenever we are going out and meeting people, we have old people at home, and there are a lot of myth around the COVID, the myth busters. We all need to know the myth busters. We need to spread the myth busters, starting from 5G mobile networks, alcohol, antibiotics, bleach, cold weather, snow, drugs, garlic, hand dryers, a hot bath, hot and humid climate, masks, exercise, methanol, swimming, supplements, shoes. So many of the myth busters. We have to be really careful while the vaccine is available. And it is important also to restrict the travel. You see, the new strain has traveled already to many parts of the world, and it has more potential ability to infect and spread. And therefore, we have to be really careful, be doing whatever basic we can do at home while we wait for the vaccines. And we all have to take care of ourselves and our family members till such time, which I think is August, September 2021, when the more producers of vaccines would be able to supply to India. We have to hold on to this fort till at least August, September. And I believe the most vulnerable one would get it in January. And that's the best way to administer it, because it is not possible to give 1.3 billion people of the country in the first 2 months itself.
Yes, and the current tally of COVID patients is more than 1 crore in India itself. And there's another company which is Moderna and National Institute of Allergy and Infection Diseases. They are also developing their vaccine, which is into third trial, and the study shows that there's no side effect of this vaccine on candidates. So I think yes, what you said is right. We have to maintain our social distancing. We have to clean our hands on daily basis as the precaution we were taking. We have to continue with that. We have to eat healthy, and we have to strengthen our immune system. So all precautions we have to take care, and you have to wear mask to really safeguard your health.
And let's not go out on 31st evening anywhere.
Yes, surely. Celebration at home. And maybe
celebration at home like Doordarshan style.
yes, like we are talking to each other. And though I gave
Yes.
invitation last time, but then again, there's a critical situation. So we have to stay where we are and safe and healthy. It was wonderful talking to you, Sitesh. And we look forward for a good days to come with this introduction of vaccine in India. We are hopeful.
Thank you, Kanchan. All that ends well does well.
Bye bye, Sitesh.
Bye.